The rain has really been hard to come by, Daji. We haven't seen any.
At all. It's just been all about the heat, and we're going to continue to see most of our days. Small chance here today, and the same goes for Saturday. The big thing that we still want you to know is that the heat is going to be unbearable for several days. This is not going to be the type of rain that cools anything down. You can see here over the next 3 days, triple-digit temperatures once again, and we're going to continue to feel this dangerous heat even into the early week. Now, Storm Tracker 2 radar showcasing a dry, very dry day here across much of Texas. But what we're monitoring is this low pressure system with a stalled out boundary. And what it does is going to allow for some more energy to drop in across portions of North Texas. Some of that will have the ability to fall even as far south as southeast Texas. So taking a look at future track, mostly dry conditions. Future track around 6 p.m. says, hey, out to Lufkin, Crockett, even portions of Madisonville Trinity, could see the opportunity for some showers and thunderstorms, even hinting at maybe a pop-up here on the south side of town. This is once again very isolated for Houston. Much of that energy staying well to the north there, even north of Huntsville until about 12 a.m. Then here comes Saturday. The first half of the day, hot, dry, sunshine, a few clouds out there. Then we'll continue to see that opportunity for some more spotty to scattered activity, mainly north of Interstate 10. We're talking from Conroe all the way back through College Station. Could see some around on Alaska and even Lake Livingston. That will continue to shut down. 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. going to be the best opportunity, but beyond that, wet weather not going to be big in coverage. Now I want to take a look at the tropics. Out into the Atlantic, got some new development trying to get going. We could see a 20% chance of development over the next 7 days with this disturbance. And then this is interesting. It's actually a disturbance headed out to closer to Europe, but it's still considered in the Atlantic here. Still some question marks if this will actually be categorized as tropical or if it will be subtropical. And then as we head out to the Pacific here, Lala continues to move away from Hawaii. We keep our close
stay above average. Daji, we could touch 100 again today?
Ooh. Yes, it would be the third time we get to 100 degrees here today, third time this year that is. And this is not the only day that we'll have to watch out for that triple-digit number to settle in across southeast Texas. Right now, though, we're sitting in the low 90s here across much of the area. 93 out at Hobby, 90 out in Galveston, 94 for Bush. And these temperatures just going to continue to climb throughout today, going with forecasted highs once again in the low 100s for most of the area. And so this is why we're saying, hey, pay attention to your body as you step out the door and plan to be outside for prolonged periods of time, not only for Friday, but as we head into Saturday. Once again, this heat advisory, meaning that we could have feels like temperatures climbing 110, even some spots as hot as 112 for that feels like temperature. We are going to continue to monitor our next chance at some sprinkles across southeast Texas. I'll let you know what communities have the best opportunity to see that rain ahead.
All right.
Welcome back there. I want to tell you about what we've seen so far this month. We have not seen a lot of rain, that's for sure. Lots of heat. And because of this below average monthly rainfall, we're almost over 2.5 inches below average for the month of August. We are continuing to see drought conditions fill in. Now, not quite drought status yet here in Houston. In fact, as we compare the two drought monitors, this one being from last Thursday, notice no yellow. That means no abnormally dry concerns within Harris County, nor Fort Bend, even out to the west. Now we're starting to see our counties continue to fill in with abnormally dry conditions, even including places like Brenham there, extending down even across portions of the Matagorda County. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't get any good rain. Well, this could lead to some more drought conditions increasing across the southeast Texas area. We will be monitoring a 20% chance here today as well as Saturday. And outside of that, rain chances continue to be limited. Now, what we're seeing today is a low pressure system with a stalled out boundary. This will continue to send waves of energy to the south. Some of that as far south as southeast Texas. So as we take a look here at Future Track, it continues to showcase a good opportunity for some spotty to scattered activity from Lufkin into portions of Trinity County, maybe a pop-up here in Harris County. That will continue to fizzle out for Harris County, you notice we remain dry here, so evening plans great. But to the north, you could see that opportunity for some showers in the storm that will continue to dive to the south across places like Huntsville around midnight. Then comes Saturday. We're dry, no issues through the morning and afternoon. By Saturday evening is where we start to see some more spotty to scattered activity, mainly north of the Woodlands. So from College Station back through Onalaska, even touching into Trinity, Lake Livingston could pick up some wet conditions, and that will continue to get shut down by the time we get into the 8 o'clock hour. And then we are still concerned about this heat. Right now, feels like temperatures 100 at the Bush Airport. And so now reading just before this 3 o'clock hour at 100. This is going to be now the third day for this year so far that we've seen a triple-digit air temperature. The other one was yesterday, and the first one was late in July. Now, last year, we picked up around 8 days of triple-digit temperatures, but the record is set back in 2011 with 46. Let's hope we get nowhere close to that. However, there is a chance that we still see a stretch of 100s here. Temperatures continuing to push well above average as we head into the upcoming week, and we'll continue to hold on to that heat even beyond Wednesday, slightly below that 100-degree mark. Now ahead, I'll let you know if we have any rain chances in sight, and I'll also give you a look at the tropics. Until Saturday, I'll have some more information when it comes to our weather details and our rain chances for our northern counties coming up.
All right, thanks very much.
You were not only tracking really hot weather, a chance for rain for some of us anyway.
Yeah, for some. So if you're in Houston, do not get your hopes up. We are not looking at any rain to come cool us down. This has mainly been to our east here today, and tomorrow it will mainly be to our north. Continuing to fill in as well across very far east Texas. So we are staying out of severe weather for tonight. As we head into tomorrow, we're going to be keeping an eye on that best opportunity from College Station and to Conroe. Can also see that back through Livingston there, as well as into Trinity and Huntsville. Those are going to be the zones that I'm really going to be keeping an eye out for the best downpours, as well as some frequent lightning. Taking a look here at Future Track, we continue to see mostly dry conditions, and this is the latest model information. It really continues to showcase that Southeast Texas is not going to see a whole bunch here tonight. If we do see rain and thunderstorm activity, it will come likely in those late night hours, transitioning into Saturday 1 a.m. You notice that continues to fizzle out by the time sunrise happens. Now for Saturday afternoon, dry conditions will continue to filter in, and we'll be looking at hot and temperature still climbing to that 100-degree mark. Now notice 5 p.m. mostly to the north here is where we have those spotty to scattered shower and thunderstorm opportunities that will try to drop their way to the south. So that's why we're still holding a very small chance of rain within Harris County, but most of the activity still seems positioned well to the north, once again starting around 5 p.m. tomorrow. Beyond that, plenty of dry days in between. Our next opportunity at rain, which comes late next week into that following weekend. Temperatures right now at 100 degrees here in Houston at Bush, 100 out to Katy, and this sets us up for the third 100-degree day of this year. But it also brings in those very hot feels like temperatures. Will continue to feel like the triple digits over 105 degrees through the afternoon, through the evening now, and continuing to see that heat hold on through the overnight hours as well. And this is why we still have that heat advisory in place until Saturday night, Saturday 7 p.m. at this point. Feels like temperatures could go as high as 112 degrees, so make sure you're staying hydrated. And I want to take you out to the Pacific. We got some new, continue to see a stretch of 100+ degree days here across southeast Texas, and some of that does come with an opportunity for some rain. Today, across portions of southeast Texas, there's a slight chance for some isolated showers, but most of our thunderstorm activity continues to be focused well to the east across portions of East Texas, Louisiana, extending into portions of the deep south there. We're going to continue to monitor this opportunity for wet conditions tomorrow as well, mainly to the north. Ahead, I'll have that timeline for our rain chances here in southeast Texas.
We'll see you then.
Been out there, but what about these rain chances? Are they real? Are they Is there any chance for us?
They are real, just not for Houston. So if you're Houston, really Woodlands on North, that's going to be the best opportunity tomorrow. Houston, we might see something, but that opportunity. We're going to continue to notice here that our temperatures each and every day, at least until about Wednesday, are going to stay close to 100, if not hitting 100. So we want the rain, but notice where it's positioned. Storm Tracker 2 radar continues to show storm activity well to our east, and that's where we have in yellow severe thunderstorm watches, once again not including here at home. Now, taking a look at future track, we continue to look at the latest model. It really has decreased the opportunity for rain even in our northern counties as we continue through this evening. It's not going to be until later this nighttime, 1 a.m., where we start to see some opportunities for some spotty showers trying to make their way into places like Madison or even into Trinity. Saturday afternoon, dry conditions. Here comes Saturday evening. Spotty to scattered activity once again north of Houston, and it will continue to guide its way to the south. So as we head closer to 9 and 10 o'clock tomorrow, that will be the best opportunity for rain, but it even looks like it's northern Harris County, so not everyone will get that opportunity at wet weather. As we take a look at the coming days, wet conditions will be very limited, far and few in between. By next Friday, another opportunity for wet weather. And then here's that heat. We wish it was less heat, more rain, but that's just not going to be the case. Heat advisory will remain in effect here until will still be some impacts. Have to watch out for some rain that will make cleanup difficult across the Big Island, as well as high rip current risk. As for the Atlantic, we have been pretty quiet here and just a few zones